This is also currently a strategy that I use all the time. It is also the only buying strategy that I use in my portfolio, and I feel like it is really the only long-term sustainable way to buy options unless you are a insane super sniper entry day trader or swing trader. It's very possible. But to sit on the sidelines and use leaps is so powerful. Leaps is essentially you're buying 100 shares of the company, controlling 100 shares of the company using a buy call over a year out, which is super powerful because I look for deltas around 75, meaning if the stock goes up $1, the stock price, then you're making $75 every dollar it goes up. Obviously, it would be a 1-to-1 ratio. It would be $100 if it went up a dollar if you actually controlled 100 shares, if you owned 100 shares. But with the options, you're getting $75 for every dollar it goes up instead of 100, but you're buying it for 25% of the actual price. It's such a great way to leverage yourself into companies that way. Is insane because you're controlling these big, huge companies that maybe most people can't afford 100 shares of, say, Tesla or Nvidia or United Health or things like that. Put your $100 per share, meaning you have to put up 30, 40, 50 grand just to sell a put. You can instead buy a leap. And poor man's covered call is using that leap and selling calls against the leap. So you're also collecting premium, lowering your average cost down on the leap, which is so powerful. The only thing I would say with the poor man's covered call part, where you're selling the calls against your leap, is I have gotten stuck in a position where I sold calls too early against my leap and it bit me so bad. I did it last year with Nvidia when Nvidia was like $100 a share. I bought a leap and I immediately sold a call on it. And I remember, I think it was $1,500, but now that option would have like doubled or tripled and I would have made like 20 grand. So that option got called away and it was a big mistake. So the rule for leaps and poor man's covered calls, I would say wait until you're up at least 30, 40% on your leap and then sell covered calls against it because you can make good premium on top of banking already off of your leap 30, 40%. So you make that return in 2 weeks. That's an insane return.